Hello, everyone. I thank you once again for tuning in. My name again is Kwesi Da Costa Vroom, and I scheduled two programs at the same time, but hopefully we're able to exhaust all the topics we're discussing today. So today, give me 1 second, I'm just setting up this. One moment, okay. So today's topic, we're looking at children one second, we're looking at children dealing with poor academic performance, and we see what we can do to exhaust the topic. We have two topics right here, but we would try as much as possible to do justice to them. Okay. I want to get a topic we're treating right. Give me just a second. Bear with me, just give me a second. I need to get it right. Okay, there we go. Okay, so we're looking at handling children dealing with poor academic performance, and hopefully we're able to get somewhere with this. So first, we would like to deal with some statistics, like always. The statistics is kind of going to help us to have a perspective to the discussion. And so we see here, give me a second, good. Sometimes when you're going on live, then you have issues with your laptop and streaming and all that, but hopefully we're able to get this right. Okay. This is good. There we go. Okay. So in addressing this issue of handling children with poor academic performance, we try to look at some statistics on the topic to help us have that discussion with some perspective. Hopefully we're able to exhaust this. Okay. So there are many statistics related to children dealing with poor academic performance. Here are some key findings from recent studies. So we do here, according to a report by the National Assessment of Educational Progress, NAEP, only 35% of fourth graders and 34% of eighth graders in the United States were proficient in reading in 2019. A report by the National Center for Education Statistics, NCES, found that in the 2017-2018 school year, the national high school graduation rate was 85%. According to the report by the Annie E. Casey Foundation, only 21% of children from low-income families in the United States were proficient in reading by the end of the third grade. A study published in the Journal of Education for Students Placed at Risk found that students who experience poverty, homelessness, and other forms of adversity are more likely to experience academic difficulty and drop out of school. 5. According to a report by the National Bureau of Economic Research, the COVID-19 pandemic has had a significant impact on children's academic performance, with students from low-income families and those with special needs being particularly affected. Point number 6, the World Bank estimates that approximately 263 million children and youth worldwide are out of school, with many facing barriers such as poverty, gender, discrimination, and conflict. These statistics demonstrate the need for continued effort to support children dealing with poor academic performance, both in the United States and around the world, by providing resources, support, and interventions to help children overcome academic challenges. We can help ensure that every child has the opportunity to succeed in schools and beyond. It's pretty a concern. I had one area I wanted to touch on, particularly regarding COVID and how it has had a global impact on children and learning and schooling, and that affecting the children's academic performance. I think there should be some global strategy to help with bridging the gap and helping these children who, by no fault of theirs, have had to endure this. I mean, these children didn't have to go through this. There's no fault of theirs that we had COVID. And so that should not come in between their studies and performance. Again, the other part of the research that also kind of hit me was that worldwide, World Bank estimates that approximately 263 million children and youth worldwide are out of school, with many facing barriers such as poverty, gender discrimination, and conflict. There are a lot to talk about on the conflict part, gender discrimination, and then conflict. It's a huge problem, and especially with an experience from Africa, you would bear with me that there are some serious poverty issues that need serious and quick attention. Gender discrimination, some areas still have pockets of it, and conflict. Probably in subsequent episode, I am going to come over with some of the statistics to give us a perspective for us to have a good discussion. Another area that also hit me was that 21% of children from low-income families in the United States were proficient in reading by the end of the third grade. It looks like it might be an improvement, but I don't have the statistics to know from what percentage it was before the new grading of 21% children. So I wouldn't comment on that. The other side is a report by the National Center for Education Statistics, NCE, has found that in the 2017-2018 school year, the national high school graduation rate was 85%. Again, I think that is also impressive, but you would want to believe that if we have children who both start school, we want all of them to graduate. So if some of them don't, you would want to, find out why the 15% didn't graduate. What was the problem? What were the gaps? And this is again United States. So you're thinking about other countries, like countries in Africa, and some of the issues that we can have. I would do one for Africa with a focus in Ghana and see what we can learn from each other as far as the statistics and other investment in education is concerned. The first point, which was according to a report by the National Assessment of Educational Progress, NAEP, only 35% of fourth graders and 34% of eighth graders in the United States were proficient in reading in 2019. Reading is pretty crucial in every child's development as far as academic is concerned. So would want to have few episodes on this to see what we can do to assist parents and caregivers on how we can help the children improve the academic performance. I must apologize for the initial hiccups that came in. I hope the subsequent episode is going to be flawless and we're going to have a wonderful time. Thank you very much for your time. If there is any feedback, suggestions, you can call or message 347-658-7385, 347-658-7385, or email kwesivroom@gmail.com. Kwesi, Kwesi, Vroom, VROOM @gmail.com. Would like you to follow, like, share, and comment. Let's get it going and let's get the conversation going. We wish to thank you very much for tuning in. Goodbye.